All right, we'll go ahead and get started. If you have a question for head coach Nicki Collen, please raise your hand in the chat. I'll call on you. Danny Thompson, go ahead.
Coach Danny Thompson, the three-point conversion. I know tonight was a rough, not the way you wanted it to close out, but can you talk about the team's resolve after being down in such an early hole and what they did to get themselves back in the game tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I think we started to really guard. We started out struggling to get matched up in transition. We were losing Stewie. She had 12 early points, and that's the 2018 MVP. I mean, that you just can't lose Stewie. So I thought early, once we made that adjustment and made things harder on her, until the very end, she hit a three and then obviously got to the free throw line late. I thought we did a better job. So, I mean, once again, that's back-to-back games where when you look at the stat sheet, we shot it better from the field. We shot it better from three. We shot it better from the free throw line. They just got there more. But 20 for 20 from the free throw line is pretty impressive. We out-rebounded them. We turned it over too much. It's our Achilles heel, obviously. Fewer of them led to points in this game. I thought that we had obviously an incredible individual performance from Chennedy, and then even Benijah late, where I thought she was rushing a little bit and kind of went with Strick in that spot. When Benijah came back in, she had 12 points, 2 3-point plays and 2 threes late. So, I mean, a lot of positives to take from it, but I think we're too good to start talking about moral victories. I mean, I hope that us coming back, some of the good things we did, build confidence in our players that, they can do this. But we got to put 4 quarters together. We were up 15-8, and then before you knew it, it was 31-16. So you just can't give up and claw your way back from a team that's this good.
Lee Johnson, go ahead.
Hi, Nicki. What were the specific adjustments you made to make things harder on Stewart and block in defensively?
I mean, we went under more ball screens. We jammed her on more screens so she couldn't get away from us. We did a better job in transition. When we score and we don't turn the basketball over, we also can then set our defense. So I thought we engaged better. We showed off Canada. We got in better help side. I mean, I thought early our help side defense was really bad. We got better in that area. We gave up a few too many, I thought, offensive rebounds on key possessions, but I think it was just attention to detail on where she was. In transition, they're a team that has so many players that can bring the ball down the floor, including Stewie, that you have to declare it early. And if a guard takes her, our posts have to get matched up to a guard. And so they kind of present these mismatches that you don't have just because of how versatile she is.
Edwin Powell, go ahead.
Hey, Coach. Edwin Powell, the Game Time Radio Show. 35 points and 7 assists from Chennedy tonight. What areas of growth did you see in her tonight?
I mean, I think the biggest thing is she was good, offensively through 4 quarters. I mean, we've talked about how she's been aggressive early in games and she's been aggressive late. I think she kept her foot down most of the night. She had to because of how they defended us. They iced screens. She had to play with the ball. We had to get in multiple actions. I thought she found some people on kickouts, which are important. I think that's growth for her. We missed a couple of those, but when she starts to see not only the drop pass, but the kick out pass, that's progress. She obviously is hard to guard one-on-one. And, I think that, the one thing Chennedy has to continue to do is battle through fatigue, which isn't easy, but she's got young legs. And, not having Renee and even not having Maite and having a true, backup point, it puts a lot of pressure on her, and she had to play a lot of minutes because, we struggled with their pressure when she wasn't in the game. And so, that's something I have to manage. I felt like the timeouts fell at a time where we could rest Chennedy that way, but she's just got to battle through next possessions when she starts to get tired.
Gibbs, go ahead.
Yeah, speaking of fatigue, Courtney Williams got the most minutes so far this season. How are you feeling about how she's coming along and how she's fitting into the lineup off of the bench? And the same question for Glory, actually.
Yeah, I mean, Courtney obviously played the majority of the second half, or quite a bit of it. You know, we didn't make the trade for Courtney, quite frankly, to bring her off the bench. This is a unique situation. And, you know, I anticipate that she's going to play in most games 30 minutes a game. So it's her getting her legs back, her getting her jump shot back. You know, she's not made a three yet this season. I think that's because she really doesn't have her bounce on her leg. We've got to simplify for her. But I thought, you know, when she played out of the ice and got the ball to the backside, it was better tonight. I thought she was way more engaged on Jewel Lloyd defensively than she was against Phoenix the other night. And so, you know, she's just going to have to play her way into shape. You're going to have to play her way in shape, you know, and she's not someone that hasn't just played the last month. She hasn't played for 4 months. And I think she's got the type of metabolism, the type of body type that's going to get it back faster than others. But Court needs her bounce. I mean, she needs her bounce. So, you know, we need 4 for 13 to turn into, you know, 7 for 13. But, you know, I thought she was really engaged. I thought she was positive with her teammates. I liked, you know, kind of her verbal energy. You know, she didn't fade regardless of whether shots were falling, and was really encouraging to her teammates. I think Glory just has to play her way into figuring out what we're doing. I think at times, you know, she doesn't run into actions and get into screens, and you know, but I thought defensively she's a difference maker. She's really a difference maker defensively. She covers ground. She understands schemes. We're better on the floor defensively when she's in the game. So, you know, I thought that we got pretty good production from her and Mo, even though we didn't get tons of scoring. You know, I mean, you look at it, they had 12 rebounds combined. So, you know, I think she's going to come along and get better each game.
Last question, Devontae Hughes, go ahead.
My head coach, Devontae Hughes from Georgia Sports Hospitality Media. Can you elaborate on the ball movement? It kind of seemed like the ball was stopping on certain sides of the floor at certain points in the game.
It's how they play. I mean, if you looked at our scouting report, if you look at, I mean, they're a team that floods the ball side. They ice screens, which means they down them into the corner. And, you know, if you empty the corner out, then they trap your step up. So, you know, it's our guards aren't very big, you know, and, you know, our goal all night was to play to the 2-on-1 on the backside. They overload the ball side. They engage that way. It's what Klopp's always done. And they're good at it, you know, and I thought the fact that we shot the basketball well, we didn't always look clean, you know, but you've got to play out of the ice. You've got to get into the next action, and then you've got to swing it, because they're hard because of their length to just skip it all the time, because that's where the advantage is against Seattle. You got to play to the 2-on-1 on the backside. And you saw it late on Kennedy's three. Courtney got the ball to the backside. Strick moved it to the corner, and we got the open three. That's what they give up, you know, because they so flood the ball side, and really even low post, they cleanse to the ball side. So, you know, I think that's why it's stuck at times, you know, because we have little guards, and if they couldn't split, I mean, they were really aggressive in our ball screens, either trapping or closing their ice.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Yep.
If you have a question for Chennedy Carter, please raise your hand. I'll call on you. We'll start with Danny Thompson. Go ahead, Danny.
Chennedy, Danny Thompson with the 3-point conversion. Great game tonight. I know it wasn't the result that you wanted, but 35 points tonight. Career high, second time in the last 2 games that you set your career high. Number one, how are you feeling after 37 minutes? And 2, talk about what you saw on the court to help you get those 35 tonight.
I'm feeling good. Being able to go on and off every day, watch film, watch yourself, learn your tendencies really helps. So I'm not feeling too bad or too banged up. I think just me really going back into the room every day, watching film, watching myself, knowing today they were going to come out ice ball screens, I kind of was prepared a little bit. I still need to work on some things. I had turnovers that I shouldn't have had tonight. So that's one of the things I saw out there that I do need to be better at. But overall, I was just picking and choosing when to come off the ball screen, when to find my teammates, and, you know, when to pass and create.
Bailey Johnson, go ahead.
Hi, Kennedy. Bailey Johnson from The Next. Obviously not the outcome y'all wanted, but with a comeback like that to only lose by 1, is there any sense of it being like a moral victory?
Yeah, it kind of is, but at the same time, I expect a little bit more for us. So I went in the locker room and I just told our team that shows how good we really are. I mean, we were this close. Everyone came in and gave us something that we needed. Clutch shots, clutch minutes, rebounds, boards. I think when we're all on the same page, we can do something special. So tonight really showed us working together and working hard, like how we can really, like, I guess, kind of put things together. I think the biggest thing with us is we're still trying to find each other. You know, people starting to come back from COVID and stuff like that. So we're still learning each other, but it's really coming together.
Edwin Powell, go ahead.
Hey, Chennedy. What really started working for you guys in that third quarter?
Really just finding each other, knowing that they were icing, looking for the 2-on-1 on the backside and making open shots. I think my teammates did a great job of finding themselves, getting in rhythm, but finding each other. We really did well with playing together tonight. So just team basketball.
Lindsay Gibbs, go ahead.
Yeah, obviously, speaking of that chemistry, you're also new to one another. There's not much continuity at all from last season. Why do you think you are finding this chemistry? And do you think that what you've had to deal with off the court has kind of helped you all bond a little bit more on the court?
I mean, some of us were in Atlanta, weeks before we had to even get to Florida, working out, learning each other, working out every day for, 2 hours a day. So I think that helped. Then coming here, just bonding and being with each other. I mean, after the game, we have no choice but to be with our teammates, spend time together, and really get to learn each other, outside of the court. So that helps too. So I think just the bubble itself is really helping us. And then just film and practice, really.
Christina Williams, last question.
You're 6 games into your pro WNBA career, and you're already receiving Rookie of the Year nods from a lot of people around the league. Can you just talk about what you've learned about yourself over the last 6 games?
I've kind of just learned that I'm a kid who never really got the credit, never really got any of that. I'm a kid that's just going to continue to play hard, stay within our system, and stay within the Atlanta dream. It's amazing to even be, in those conversations. I never really hear my name really get picked like that. So for me to be this early and I'm in the talk is a lot, but I'm still trying to focus on getting us that first, or getting more wins and really getting out there and getting my legs wet. And me and my team going on a run, that's the biggest thing. Not so much worried as about awards. I'm worried about getting those wins and really starting to find myself and my teammates.
All right, thanks, Ken.
Thank you so much.
Start with Bailey Johnson. Go ahead, Bailey.
Hi, Shekinna. Bailey Johnson from The Next. I'm just wondering, when you see a rookie like Chennedy have the success she's had through her first 6 games, what are your impressions of her and how she's played so far?
Oh, man, I'm loving it. Her hard, her determined. And coming in with a rookie, that's like playing point guard is not easy, and she's playing it well, scoring, and playing good defense, everything. I'm definitely happy for her, and just keep trying to encourage her and help her through things when she asks me questions and stuff. So I'm truly proud of her. I never doubted nothing about her. I knew she was going to come in and be ready to play.
Danny Thompson, go ahead.
Danny Thompson, the 3-point conversion. Shekinna, of course, I know it is not the outcome you wanted tonight, but after being down at the end of the first quarter and playing your way back into the game, I know we're not talking about moral victories, but how good does it feel to know that the team can come back from such a large deficit and take a team that's considered one of the best teams in the league down to one point and really had a chance to win at the end?
It just showed we're improving. I know we all knew finally got court go back, and we still finding chemistry. It just, we can play like we do in the second half and not get ourselves in a hole in the first half. We'll be fine. It's still early, 6 games, and I really think we're going to figure it out, and I really think we're going to start going on a winning streak.
All right, Lindsay Gibbs, go ahead.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to ask you yet about the Vote for Work shirts and the impact that had and why you decided to participate in that.
It was a whole team decision, basically a whole league, the WNBA, all backing us up. Us personally being the team that, that's been the target, but I think it's a great move for the whole league.
All right, thanks, Rick.
Thank you.